What's going on, everybody? MrAGeezie here, bringing you a Pokemon X and Y Wi-Fi battle. This is from the PAX Pokemon League from PAX Prime, and this is actually featuring Prime Leader Ross Ragon, the Masked Nobleman. Now, I'm going to go ahead and read his information here. There are many different words Ross might use to describe himself: handsome, noble, charismatic, while others might describe him as arrogant, smug, or conceited. Hailing from Johto, Ross didn't just want to be the best, he wanted to look the part too. Wanting to assemble, as he put it, an army fit for a king, he turned to Dragon Pokemon, the only Pokemon he found to match his own strength and elegance. He looked to the Battle Chateau to prove his prowess and build up his noble image. It would be his kingdom to conquer. Should you manage to defeat him and his majestic dragons, however, you will be handsomely rewarded with the Rose Badge. So, Ross here, Prime Leader Ross Ragon, the Masked Nobleman here, he's running with Goodra, Kingdra, Altaria, that's interesting, Flygon, Zygarde, and Charizard. I'm imagining that's a Charizard X, if it's going to be a Dragon type. And then you've got... yeah, I'm not even going to try pronouncing it. I'm going to call him Happy because it kind of looks like a happy face, the first symbol. He's got Venusaur, he's got the Ferrothorn, Charizard, Excadrill, Dragonite, and Kingdra. So, a few same pokes here on the team. They both are carrying Charizards, and they're both carrying the Kingdras. Now, looking at this team, I'm imagining Happy will probably run up Stealth Rocks, I'd imagine. Possibly with the Ferrothorn. Or with the Excadrill. He can do it, actually, with a few things. And he may want to actually come in also with the Venusaur to put some to sleep. That's always a possibility. And honestly, looking at this entire Dragon team, if he really wants to, he could probably lead off with the Dragonite, get a Dragon Dance off, and outrage his way to victory. But, let's see if he does that. I haven't seen this. Arrow, on the other hand, will probably want to set up. Or actually, with the Dragon team, he can probably take whatever on pretty quick. Now, the question is what ability does that Goodra have? That could be key in this battle. So here we go now. Totally looking forward to it. Here we go. Should be amazing here with Prime Leader Ross Ragon, the Masked Nobleman. So here we go. Happy is issuing a challenge, and he's going to send out... oh, it's a triple battle. No, it's a rotation battle. What? It's a rotation battle. I didn't even notice. So we've got Goodra, Kingdra, and Altaria versus the Dragonite, Excadrill, and Kingdra. The Dragonite's coming in. It's going to immediately get the... oh my goodness, immediately getting that. Here comes a Muddy Water. It's not going to be very effective. His accuracy is going to fail. Wow, did that lose any damage? Did that do anything to him? That barely did anything. Here comes the Outrage, and just like that, he goes down and out. But he's got Gooey! Gooey might just make the difference right there because he's going to be slower. Actually, he might not be slow enough yet. Here comes the Zygarde, who's also slow. He's got the Aura Break. And he's going to switch out to Altaria. Here comes the other Outrage. So right now, it looks like Prime Leader Ross Ragon is just trying to absorb all these outrages. Oh my goodness. Oh, this may be a quick battle, it looks like. That Dragonite. And it looks like it's going to be a 3-turn outrage unless he's confused here. 3 turns. The Flygon comes in and gets the Dragon Claw off. Not even bad. It's super effective and it goes through the multi-scale since they got some damage with that Muddy Water. Oh my goodness, it might have been like 1 or 2 HP damage. So here comes the Ferrothorn, who I thought should have been out clearly earlier. And a rotation to, to the Kingdra. Getting that focus energy on. Here comes the Leech Seed, though. If you focus energy with your Kingdra, and depending on what item you have on him, every hit's nearly guaranteed to be a crit. So that's crazy now. Rotating out to the Excadrill, and here comes the Zygarde, and an Earthquake coming from Excadrill. That's gonna not do much against the Zygarde because he's also ground type. Here we go. He's gonna run Earthquake. It's not gonna affect the Excadrill because he's got the Air Balloon. Here comes a Draco Meteor from the Kingdra coming in on this rotation. That's gonna be super effective here against the Zygarde. Polterima, and is not going to be able to survive it. So things are starting to look bad for Prime Leader Ross Ragon, but I'm sure he's got a few tricks up his sleeves because he is the masked nobleman. So here we go. He's going to switch around to Arrow, and he's going to switch around as well. Here comes a Draco Meteor. Now, depending on the item, he's probably going to crit. We'll find out here. What? That's not very effective, but that's a crit. He's totally going for the crits now. Special attack harshly falls. There goes the Leech Seed. And yeah, there's the Leech Seed. Now, the thing about the crits is when you do a crit, it ignores any kind of like drop that you might have had and any defense boost that the opponent has. So it doesn't matter that he's sitting there and getting drops with that Draco Meteor because it's not going to matter. It's not going to matter. Here comes the Flare Blitz on the Excadrill. That's going to be super effective. I'm wondering if the Excadrill has Sturdy or some kind of item. Oh wait, it doesn't have Sturdy. What am I thinking? Air Balloon pops, and Excadrill goes down and out. Not even bad. So Excadrill down. Let's see who's coming out next. It's Charizard. Charizard comes in now. What is Charizard gonna do? Okay, they're gonna rotate out. They both rotate. Here comes another Draco Meteor. Draco Meteor coming in. And not quite enough to finish him off. Barely hanging on. Now a Vine Whip or a Power Whip. Oh, and he misses. Here comes the Leech Seed. So he's coming dangerously close to losing his Kingdra, but he still got him. That's all that matters. We just get a switch to Kingdra versus Kingdra. Here comes the Hydro Pump against the Kingdra. That's going to get a crit hit, but that's not going to be enough to take him out. Here comes the Draco Meteor from the other Kingdra. Oh no. Ross, oh my goodness, Ross isn't going to be able to take that very well. It's super effective, and down goes the Kingdra. I was for sure thinking the Kingdra would be able to finish him off. That's unfortunate. Wow, 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 wow. So, the rotation, here comes the Flygon. Can Flygon do something in the Charizard? Because it's really up to those two to do something to win here. It's rotated, the Flygon's rotated, and here comes the Charizard X, and here comes the Dragon Claw. With that Tough Claws ability, that does quite a bit of damage. So, here comes the rotation. It's Charizard X versus Charizard Y. It's a dream battle right now, unless he switches, rotates. Not bad. So there's the Charizard. It's got the Drought ability. It's Charizard versus Charizard. Who's going to win it? Here comes the Dragon Claw. Dragon Claw's going to hit. And not enough to finish off the Charizard. And here comes Fire Blast onto the Charizard. Oh my goodness. It's Charizard versus Charizard. Okay, now we've got a rotation. We got a double rotation. Flygon comes in. It's going to run Dragon Claw on the Ferrothorn. That's going to be not... Oh, that's not enough to finish off the Ferrothorn. The Iron Barb's damage is for real. It's going to hurt. And the Rocky Helmet. And Life Orb? What? That's crazy. Here comes the Leech Seed onto the Flygon. Wow. Flygon, with another attack, should be able to finish off the Ferrothorn. But at what cost? He's going to lose a lot of HP. He's going to rotate out, actually, send in the Venusaur. Here comes a Sludge Bomb from the Venusaur. That's going to do quite a bit, but it's not enough to finish off the Flygon. Flygon survives it somehow, and he's going to run Earthquake now. Earthquake, the non-physical, or the non-contact move, is going to be enough to finish off the Venusaur. So, it's coming down to the wire now. Flygon does go down and out, though. Now we're in a tricky situation now. It looks like it's up to Charizard X to finish off the rest of the team. It's not looking good. Here we go. Rotation. Here comes a Dragon Claw against the Ferrothorn, who's got the Rocky Helmet and the Iron Barbs. Here comes the Iron Barbs damage. Oh my goodness. Is Rocky Helmet going to be enough to finish him off? He survives with 1 HP. Are you serious? 1 HP survival. Not even bad. Now, is it going to be enough to allow for him to survive the rest of this? Here it comes, Dragon Claw on the Charizard. That's enough to finish it off. He's got one more Pokemon to handle, and it's the Kingdra. The Sunlight's gonna fade. That is one negative. Is the Kingdra faster? It is not. The Dragon Claw is gonna come. Is it gonna be enough to finish off the Kingdra? I think so, because it's gonna be super effective. And that's the battle. The comeback by the one and only Ross the Nobleman, the masked Nobleman, coming back with his Dragon team. That's power right there. That is power and absolutely fantastic. Now, if y'all like this video, make sure you like and subscribe. But if you want to know more about the PAX Pokemon League, check out paxpokemonleague.net. It's our website. There'll be a link down low. Make sure you check it out, guys, and give them some love, guys. They do a great job volunteering their time every time there's a PAX just to put this event on for you guys. If you want to volunteer your time and possibly be a leader in the future, or a gym leader, or an Elite Four member or champion, make sure you guys check it out, find out the responsibilities, and see if you have what it takes to be a champion. Alright, remember, the road may be rough, but the journey will be unforgettable. This is MrAGeezie. Catch 'em all. See ya!